It's me again. I'm back. We go again. Because it's that time. It's that time, isn't it? So, let's get straight into it. Good afternoon, everyone. Good evening, wherever you are. Hope all is well. Welcome to my live YouTube stream. My name's Danny C. And let's get down to business, shall we? Most of all, hope everyone is good. And hope all is well from your end too. And let's get straight to it then. So I'll be presenting you my perspective of the GT World Series Nations Cup race at Eiger, Nordwand. And we're in the go-karts for the penultimate round of the GT World Series Nations Cup. So let's get into the comments, shall we? Good afternoon, Archie. Welcome along, my friend. Hope you're well. Indeed, Stig. Welcome along, my brother. Thank you very much. No problem, my friend. You do what you need to do, and I support that. And for those who don't know, Indian Stig Racing, he has a channel for those who'd like to go and check him out. He does open lobbies as well as the GT World Series Nations and Manufacturers Cup practice lobbies, as well as racing them himself. And he also does the daily races and publishes the videos on YouTube. So Indian Stig's your guy to go and check out for those who like to go and have a look. Fair enough, buddy. Fair enough. It's different animals, aren't they? Them little go-karts. Obviously, and that will require just literally a lot of yeah. So you don't need to do that. We're still friends. Yeah, we're all friends. No problem, my brother. We're all friends. Like at the end of the day, that's the well. At the end of the day, that's like what we want really, ideally, is just just to keep like it was showing respect and the and the love that you have like for those like about who support you like with the positive impact that you make, and so that and as always that it's nice to have you around like a bit also, and yeah, so obviously we've got to. I know you're very good like that. It's not being ignored. It's always something for somebody like who wants to like to do more on the YouTube channel. But and speaking of which, that was obviously things have just got a little bit well from what happened yesterday. There's that I was doing open lobbies in the GR3s, so I had the lobby open for nearly 3 hours until I had to refresh one, right? And what happened was that I've gone through like all the replays as I had a chance to do so, and what happened was that from yesterday that I was doing open lobbies, and I saw some incidents that had been taking place, and then obviously like as a host that like most of us, it's hard to judge like well what's going on because you're in a different part of the track, and it's like I think about it, and what I mean by that is just because you're right or wrong does not mean that you're perfect like on the decision making. Just because you're right or wrong does not mean that the consistency is perfect. It's just so what I mean by that is I kicked some people having get some call outs, and what happened was that he was involving somebody I know who were the innocent party that vented like some diabolical behaviour that's aimed towards the individual. And what I did on my own time is that I've gone through the replays, and what I had to do is that I was wise to ban some of the names, I was wise to ban some of the names, after kicking some out. And the last thing that I wanted to see like is some toxic behaviour that's aimed towards one individual, which obviously what we don't like to see like about is some toxic like about behavior like about in regards to deliberate like about shunting and carrying on as you go along, and so which of course it's one of them things where obviously everyone has the same opportunity to share the same piece of track like about no matter what color or race like about or what background you're from, everyone has the same opportunity, yeah. And what I've seen like about from that individual, without mentioning name, yeah, without mentioning the name, is some comments that's aimed towards the other person. And what I also like ban that person who have been like racist towards somebody else, yeah, because there's just no room for it. Do you know what I mean? And when I also look back at the replay, also that person who was going straight across the chicane, and for what I've seen from my angle, will try to take me out. That's just a no. That's a direct black flag. That one, that's a direct black flag. You don't do that to a hoster that's literally doing the best, who's literally doing the best to provide and make sure that everybody's well behaved and respect and civil at all costs. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things, isn't it? Yes. Good afternoon from the UK, Fogrinio, my brother. Welcome along, Alex. How are you doing? Hope you're well. And good luck to you, Alex, if you are participating in the go-karts. So, yeah. Your channel has a group on Discord. So, for now, I am in the works of I'm just making one on the Discord. But it's just like getting chance to add more things. Do you know what I mean? So, but yeah, definitely, Tula, my brother, no place for toxicity, because at the end of the day, like, because if you're having a long day, like, regardless of what everyday life situations you're going through, well, if you're working or you're dealing with your family or whatever, then you just want to sit down and just play the game casually and just enjoy some downtime best you can. And most of all, just to be clean, civil, respectful to other races, and then because, like I said, that if there's somebody like that's deliberately shunting somebody off and carrying on as they go on, then obviously, unless if it's somebody I know who knows me, who knows me, then the issue, or even if the other person has been the innocent victim, then the issue will be dealt with privately. Yeah. So that's all I got to say, yeah. And then for some that found it disturbing, like from the stream yesterday, then wholeheartedly I apologize, right? Because it's not a place for anybody to see that sort of stuff. Even if you got some kids that are watching they don't want to see stuff like that, because that made me feel like the innocent party also, which it's not what you see on TV, that you come across some crap, and that's why I had to deal with the issue accordingly. Do you know what I mean? Copy, Archie. Speaking of which, let's get down to business and just do the talking on the go-kart race. So let's get into the 2 o'clock slot. Okay, so there we go. And to my loyal friends and fans who know me so long and continue to show them some clean, respectful racing, and of course will show manners to others, and then your support is very much appreciated, which means a lot. Do you know what I mean? So, but yeah, let's get into the free practice. So good luck to those who are taking part. Thank you very much for Greenio. I've no idea what to expect going into a lobby, so I would assume that I'm going to be in the tough end. Obviously, after I'd done some more for lobbies, I had a crack at this just to try and improve my quality time, and Yeah, so, and I also updated my livery as well, as you can see, on the showcase, and it's editable. Yes, I use Discord. And, yeah, that's, next time I'll be doing some open lobbies is next Tuesday in a different car category. So for those of you who wish to find me easily, then I'll just put up my PlayStation Network ID on. There we go. No problem. No problem. No problem, Stig. Thank you very much for stopping by, and have a great day, whatever you're up to. And most of all, look after yourself and stay safe. Archie says, sorry if I hit you in racing last night, mate. Was that aimed at for Greeny, or was that aimed at me? Trying to remember what was going off there, because that lot was like going off on the track as well as off, so oh, was that fair enough. There's no stress, buddy. That as long as you like, as always, that if you accidentally hit someone, then obviously, ideally, you want to pull over to one side where you can, in a safe place, and give the place back to the person you make contact with, which shows good sportsmanship. You know what I mean? So there's no stress, buddy. There's no stress. It happens to. It happens to all of us. It happens to the best, of course. Thank you, Archie. Just getting into the groove with the so yeah, in most of the circumstances, even if I make a contact with somebody, then I just simply pull over to one side and give the place back, and not even worry about while I'll finish, because the important thing about I had to do is to show respect, but that you are a clean and that you are a respectful racer, regardless what challenges you face also, and regardless like what sort of outburst that we're seeing in the chat about, or whether it's on the game chat or YouTube chat, if it's not nice, then I won't tolerate it, even if it's aimed towards somebody that I don't even know, nor from the other person that who were in the lobby last night, which of course I don't tolerate that sort of toxic behaviour also, because it's just, or even worse, that saying stuff that say like, I don't want to say it because it's not nice. Yeah, so it's one of the things where if you don't have anything nice to say, even if it's something bad, then you'll just kick it out. As simple as that. And that's what plan of action I had to take also. Even ban some individuals that had not been nice, or even say some nasty comments that saying towards somebody. And also, regardless, like about if you're fast or slow, as it doesn't matter like about where if you're fast or slow, then as long as you're clean and respectful, then that's what matters to me as well. If that makes sense. Whoopsie daisies. Thought I was gonna save it on a straight line, but nah. Very twitchy, these go-karts. Quick sip of the Volvic Toto Strawberry. As long as I get closer to my personal best, then that'll do me. Then I can just save myself before I get put into a lobby, depending who I'm racing with. Right. Let's have a breather. And I'm going to go for a quick toilet break, and then I'll be back shortly. 2 seconds. Right, let's do this for round 3 of the Gran Turismo World Series Nations Cup in the go-karts at Eiger, Nordwand. Good luck to those who are taking part on this round, whenever you get a chance, or even if you're doing this 2 o'clock slot in the UK. Let's see what the lobby has to offer. Are you doing open lobby tonight, mate? If you are, so. Next time I'll be doing open lobbies is because I do it on the Tuesdays, you see. So and we've got some familiar names. We've got Christiaz, we've got Dizzy. Dizzy's in the lobby. Welcome along. I've raced with a pole sitter before. Let's see, look at the points. 303 points for the win. 214 points for at least 8th place. So let's go and say hello to Christiaz and Alex. Oi, oi. It's going to be, I don't know what to expect from this race, but let's see. 5 minutes qualification with 12 lap race. Tyre wear and fuel consumption rate's not an issue because there's no tyre wear and fuel consumption rate involved. So it's just an all-out 12 lap sprint race. Give myself like 30 seconds. Not that I'm aware of. Not that I'm aware of that we have to pit Alex. Let's see where we are in quali and then. Let's get some quali laps in. Seeing that Christiaz has been quick in the practice, so let's see if we can translate all that into the moment when it mattered, when it matters. So I see some quality times coming through. That puts me P5 at the moment. I can get a little quicker if I can. Oh, somebody's had a moment there. The question is, can I get it into the 9? There we go. We're in the 9s. Let's see what I can do with the last run. This feels good. That feels good. Personal best in sectors 1, 2 and 3. There we go. I'll take a P6. I'll take a P6, unless somebody improves their quality time. And look at that. Literally, nothing between the German and the Swiss driver. They're sharing the same time, and Kev has got pole position because if this is how it works, then that's just bonkers. That's just bonkers for what I've seen. Literally, Kev and Chris Yaz sharing the same quality time together. So if this is how the game works, then if I remember correctly, if that's the way it works, then that Kev put the time in first, and then Chris Yaz, which is why Kev is on pole. If that is the case, that is just bonkers. Have we seen anything like that? Formula 1 has done it. So, for clarification, no, you don't need to pit. You don't need to pit. So I'm just going to congratulate these two, because they both got pole position for posting at the same time. That is mental. Mental. So, in other words, let's get down to business and do the talking on the track. Let's play the music. Let's get down to business and do the talking on the track. Good luck, everyone. Grid start with false start check is on. Handbrake or foot brake, whichever you prefer. And we've got let's see who we've got. So we've got Kev on pole position, along with Chris Yaz, who also shares the same time. And there's myself. That's what number am I? We have our own numbers. You can have the go-kart delivery if you want. And we've got Super Mario. That is Mr. Dizzy. Yeah, you can have a go, Archie, if you want. It's editable. Obviously, I design the deliveries myself. Let's go. That's a shocking start from Kev. Unbelievable. Unbelievably shocking start from the pole sitter. Through goes Danny C. We're up into P4. Kev's there, Kev's there. Got pushed from behind. Turning into a sweaty race, this one. The Italian's losing momentum, and I've got momentum out of that corner. Let's see if I can take P3 off the Italian. Can I go for the lunge? Do I have to make that lunge? Kev's there. Whoa, that was naughty from the Spaniard. And that is a 5-second penalty for causing a collision. Here we go. Welcome to P3. And you know what? What just happened there was karma at its best. That's what you get for being dirty. We're into the 9s, so just need to keep the momentum going. Oh, Christias has had a moment. That is the leader. Unlucky. Unlucky, buddy. But don't worry, it's not over yet. So the Willy takes the lead. I'll just call him William. I'll just call him William. So got William in the lead, myself in P2, Dizzy in P3. Go on, Alex. And a battle going off between Christias and Dizzy. So we're halfway through into this race after lap 6. And a lot to play for. Just need to keep my pace and then I should be in good hands then. There we go. A few laps to go. We've got the Christias who's closing the gap on me, as he's been quick all the time, even in the go-karts. Two laps to go, and Kev's snatching third place off the Christias. And Christias takes back, and Kev gets back at him. Here they are. Kev and Christias battling for P3. Good afternoon, Skins. Good afternoon, my friend. Hope you're well. And if you just tuned in, then I start at P6, and I'm about to be on the quest to finish on what is looking like a solid P2, unless out changes, as we're in the last lap of the race. I don't need to know the gap myself because I can hear the engines from behind. But Kev's right behind me along with Christias. They're in my slipstream. Get it through to the end. Whoa, something's happened there. Hey! We've got P2. We've got P2 in the end. Well done, everyone. I'm not sure what happened to Kev, but bloody hell, I saw something flash across my screen. Alex in P4, well done, my brother. Well done to Christias for P3. You had the win in there, but he was just one of them things in it. Started 6th, finished 2nd. It's like going back into one of the Nations Cup race from a bit ago. That, of course, I'm going to look at the replay as well, which I managed to save. So, congratulations to Alex and Willie. And that P2 got me 290 points. I'm happy with that. Obviously, Kev has left the room. As William looked really quick and thank you, Archie. Very much appreciated. No problem at all. Got the replay saved also. But yeah, let's have a look at the replay and analyse what has happened with the 12-lap race at Eiger Nordwand. So let's have a look. So good start with full start checkers on, and then there was only 2 people that were in second gear. Wait, am I seeing things? Ah, that was odd. That was an odd start. A delay from the from Robin. Had the brakes on, and yeah, it was just a bit of an odd one from what I've seen. Obviously, the German had applied the handbrake, and then, of course, there was a delay, and all I had to do there was just get to as closer to a good start as I possibly could. Oh, and I was just flying there. I was just flying off the standing start. See how Dizzy's got off to a standing start. So he used the brakes with the traction control. I didn't use traction control. And even Pole Sitter, even the Pole Sitter had a slow start as well. Is there any more people behind that had the issue? So there's a couple more people from behind, which was strange to see some slow starts there. So you see, it's just that sector alone where obviously the ghosting system's on, which of course people can police themselves to pass each other whilst ghosted. That start issue. So for what I've seen from my perspective, you had the brakes on and then you had the traction control on. You've applied higher throttle, and it's just a strange one. So it's so you're not the only one to have a strange start from what I've thought I've seen. I don't know if it's just a glitch or is it just a like a common thing when you do a standing start with start with 4-star check. And then we've got the Italian who's stuck one on the inside. No, you're not the only one. Your start seems okay, then it's just that others were having issues, and God knows what was going on with some other people that were having the issues with the standing starter. So it's just a bit weird one, to be honest. But most of all, that you've finished in a solid result, and then you had the momentum and the pace, and therefore that the podium was in contention. So I had to defend as best I could, and then I got it from behind also. And so the German thank you very much, Tula, my brother. Sorry to see that your race didn't go to plan because somebody took you out, but there's always another chance. But yeah, so I had a little push from the Spaniard, And I had the inside also. So going around to this next sector, and the Italian was wiggling around. And then I thought about it, but I had to back off just a little touch, shift up to 6 whilst in the slipstream. Momentum was gaining and gaining, so too was Kev, obviously. And I had to switch back on the inside, take the opportunity on the Italian. And the Italian kept that together somehow. Yeah, this is okay, so you see what happens up front when you're fighting for a position, and then you see stuff like that. Just totally unacceptable. Totally unacceptable. And that results in a 5-second penalty. And as a racer, ideally for yourself, what you want to be doing is be civil, polite, clean and respectful. And if you don't do that, then it's not going to make life easy, is it? So I had to take the opportunity to make the overtake before something happens. I look behind me. Hey! You know what, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? What just happened there was literally karma at its finest. And that's what you get for being dirty. But it didn't really stop the German from there, as I was having a lovely race until we get to later on that race, where I thought for a second that the Swedish had the obviously kept it around the outside. Yeah, so no problem, Stig. Thank you very much for joining in. Very much appreciated, and may you have a great day as well. And as always, look after yourself. So we've got the Swedish driver at the inside covered. Not a lot happening there from what I could see. Okay, so I've seen something. So you see, the leader looked like he had it all covered. So just when you thought you had it under control, you can't afford to make mistakes like that. And that is exactly what's just happened. You see what I mean? So just when you thought you had the race lead under control, but the one thing you must do is not make any mistakes. Keep it to a minimum. Otherwise, if you lose concentration, then this is what you're going to get. And that, of course, sends an opportunity to Dizzy, who sent one on the inside. Somehow, Christian had no damage on his kart after clashing with the wall out of the exit. So it was looking like, well, Christian has got one in the inside, and then Dizzy is looking to do a switcheroo. But he's in the slipstream of the Swiss driver. And then you got Kev behind as well. who is within the shout also. And he thought wise to it then. So these two take a wide approach about on the corner, and then Kev obviously made the move up into P4. You can see some tyre smoke coming from these cars. I don't blame you, Alex. I don't blame you. You just had to be sure that you keep your nose clean and then stay away from people's issues. So not a lot is happening on the front. So whilst we go into what is it, towards the end of the race or something there, Kev is thought about it as he got a little closer, and there's me, of course, you know, just casually just minding my own pace, minding my own business, and yeah, so was I, Alex, and I'm happy to survive this one because obviously it was just about, you know, making sure that you just stay out of trouble and avoid contact, and then keep the mistakes to as minimum as possible, really. So we have Kevin, obviously looks thought about it. How Christians had kept it together, I don't know. It looked like from my angle and from what I've seen, it was not to push it past, but unless if it's coming from Christian's screen, and obviously it looked like a push to pass. Copy, Alex. So we're in the penultimate lap, and things are just getting a bit heated, and obviously Kev went wide. Christian thought he had it covered, but Kev was still there. Sent it around the outside. Christian's done his best to keep his nose clean and kill the momentum off just a touch there. A bit of a tyre smoke going off there. Obviously, Williams disappeared off into the distance. Oh, Kev just took a wide approach to try and get a bit of momentum. So what's Christian's going to do? Is he going to make a lunge? It's too far to make a move as well. And what I did like in middle of the corner is just shift it up to fourth so that I could get a bit more corner speed whilst fundamentally trusting my gut to deal with the mechanical grip on these go-karts. And so we're in the last lap now, and it looks like P2 is in contention for both Kev and Christias. And Dizzy's just in a world of his own, just making sure he survives this last lap, whereas the battle is about to unfold between the German and the Swiss driver. Christian sends one, has a look, and is right within striking distance. So when you're in the last lap and you're fighting for position, it's like a do or die kind of situation. Oh, it looks like it just flipped off. So what happened there is that from what I can see, you see, he was within the slip, and he knows that the Swiss driver's behind, and then one mistake on the grass, you misjudge your braking. It looked like you were coming in like a torpedo. completely misjudged the braking, yeah? Completely misjudged the braking, and all of a sudden, somehow, avoided contact with me. See, okay, so just look at so I braked. So I braked somewhere just around there. Yeah, so I just braked to somewhere around there. I've lifted just a touch, and then, and you see the red bar going up. Just a slight little touch. That I had to manage the braking, knowing that that when you're on the hill, when you're going uphill, you slow down very quickly. Even if you're in a downhill section, that it's hard to slow down just a touch. So there, when you're coming across at a certain speed, whilst going up the hill, I'm braking whilst on the top of the hill. Yeah, so it was very sweaty, and obviously Kevin are just like foot flat to the floor. I braked like whilst at the same time, and he had to brake, and then he thought he was going to make a move. You see what I mean? He thought he was going to make a move, and then when you go into slow-mo, touching the grass, luckily avoiding contact, and that is about as close as you get to death. And there we are. Front bumper damage, front left suspension damage. If you try to go for it, and if you make a mistake, you pay the price. So there you have it. And that was the penultimate round of the GT World Series Nations Cup, and I'm pleased to say that I've finished in a solid result at last. Having had some okay ones, even I felt like the last race at Watkins Glen in the GR3s that I was in contention of a solid result until I pitted a couple laps earlier, or even one lap earlier, which literally tuned my front left tyres up dramatically. So let's come out of there and then open the ticket and see what I win. Got some money. Better than nothing, I guess. Would have liked a little more, but hey, I got to 8 figures, of course, in the game. So that, of course... Oh, sorry to hear that, Archie. Sorry to hear that, but another opportunity will come at 4 o'clock or 6 o'clock, whenever you get a chance. So, and that, of course, is the penultimate round of the Gran Turismo World Series Nations Cup in the go-karts. I started P6, having witnessed both Kev and Chris Jazz from 2 separate countries sharing the same time together. As it turns out that the German took pole position, which, if that's how the game works, then obviously the driver who set that time first will be clarified. Will be a pole sitter, which is just like Formula One, really, which it don't happen very often, where you have multiple drivers sharing the pole timer together. So it's like, yeah. So all I had to do, like from that moment onwards, is just get a good start and then make most of some other people's misfortunes, especially the pole sitter. And in the end, I got a P2, so that's got me about a lot of points in the bag. So happy days, happy days. Next time I'll be live is Saturday for the last round of the GT World Series Nations Cup. So being around the same time as today. Anybody liking the content, hit the like button. Even if you're new, don't forget to subscribe. And Until then, may you all have a great afternoon, great evening, wherever you are, whatever you're up to. And most of all, stay safe and look after yourself. And from myself, Danny C, I'll see you later. Bye-bye. And ciao.